What's the title of this is Solving the System Using Matrices. Okay, and all I did was I wrote the matrices down and I copied them down. So does everybody see where these numbers came from?
Yes.
Okay, now this is what I want you to think about. When I had this problem, I multiplied using the inverse first. And when we do this problem, I want you to make sure that you do the inverses first. All right? So what we're going to do is turn the calculators on, and we are going to go and do. Everybody remember how to do matrices?
Yes.
Second, where am I? Second, this X1 over here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I pushed the second button, and it's right over here. It says matrix x to the negative 1. Okay, so I'm going to scroll over to 2, and I'm entering in my data, and my data is 3. Remember, if we're using a negative number, we're using the negative all the way down here. We're not using a subtract sign. Okay.
How do you get rid of them?
Clear. Oh, you just type in. The dimensions of this, remember, was a 2 by 2. So type in 2 by 2, and when you hit enter, it will automatically configure it into a 2 by 2, and then you enter in your data.
Wait, so if it's a 3, if there's like 3, and
then you needed to make sure that the matrix that we're working on is a 2 by 2. So type in 2 by 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should only have a 2 by 2 matrix.
How do you get rid of the matrix?
That's what I got.
Or you just take over them?
Just type over them. Okay? Ready? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go second quit, and I'm getting out of the window. Now, do you remember how to get, I'm going to go second matrix, okay, and I'm selecting A. I have a couple of other things in here right now. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. We need to enter in our second matrix, which is what? What was our second matrix? 21 over 9. So now we're going back to edit. I'm going to scroll over to edit. I'm going down to B, hit enter. And I want a 2 by 1 because is the dimension, remember we go by row and column. This is a 2 by 1. So I'm entering in a 2 by 1, and it is what? 21 and 9. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what we're doing is close the window, get out, and this is where it gets fun. Okay, so listen carefully. I'm going to second matrix. Oops, what did I do there? Second matrix. I'm selecting A, but I want the inverse. Do you remember how to find the inverse on the calculator?
The negative 1.
X to the negative 1 right up here. So I'm going to hit X to the negative 1. Okay? And now I'm multiplying that. So I'm going to hit multiply. What am I multiplying the inverse with?
The other one.
A. I have to hit A. So I'm going back and I'm going to go second matrix. And I'm multiplying it by A. And what would happen at this point? Do you remember what that was called? The identity. So did I get rid of, if I multiply a number by its inverse, do I get my variable by itself?
Wait, so where'd the negative 1 come from?
Right here. I typed in x to the negative 1 right there.
Oh, yeah, I just didn't do it.
Okay? Alright, so did we get the identity? I'm not done, Avery. Wait a second. Almost done. Okay, so I'm going to clear the window. So I know that if I multiply a number by its inverse, I will get this identity.
Garrett Blake, please report to the front office when class Garrett.
Okay, let's go back to second matrix.
Remember the 5th of November. Whoever took the V mask from Kathy Cadwell, can you please bring it back? Please bring the V mask back to Kathy Cadwell. Also, don't forget varsity girls field hockey against Otter.
This is really
Saturday,
frustrating.
tomorrow at 11 a.m. at UVM, and girls soccer against Milton at